Welcome to Being Friends with Jess and Toni-ann, an inside look at our friendship, millennial things, sports, and pop culture. Come laugh with us, or maybe at us, and let's be friends.
Welcome to
There we
episode
go.
7.
In honor of Turkey Day.
Yes, this is our Thanksgiving episode, and just like how Thanksgiving always seems to be in the world, that means going home to your parents' house, which is why you see a very different background from me this week. Recording live from my brother's childhood bedroom.
Oh man, and just like Thanksgiving, we're gonna have a ragtag of topics today.
Oh, yes. Jess got really festive with her turkey trot shirt.
Yes. See, I didn't lie. I have proof that I ran in a 5K.
Yep.
This was my last one of all the ones I ran in 2020. But the other 3 were or 2 were on my own. I just ran 3.1 miles for the hell of it.
That was so aspirational of you.
It was. Things were better then. I felt better about myself.
The only 5K I've ever done in my life was when we did the breast cancer one at FDU, and we were walking with Sade
Better-in-law.
Eyewitness News. And we walked it. We did not run it.
I thought that's where you were going, and then you brought up Sade.
No. I'm in my very festive, again, the live from parents' home. This is like my high school basketball sweatshirt, because yes, I did play basketball once upon a time. And this is the parents' house sweatshirt. Anytime
That's the reason why she has bad ankles, everyone.
Well, yeah, I mean, softball contributed a lot to that, but basketball definitely didn't help it. A lot of rolled ankles on those gym courts.
Do you have China at your parents' house?
So for the what's in my drink, they do have the same plastic Mets beer cups that we have, but I couldn't decide what I wanted to drink today. So I went retro. I wanted hot chocolate. I did have whipped cream and it melted before we actually started recording.
Made a hot chocolate.
But I don't know if you remember.
This is so home for my parents' house at the holidays.
Can you see? Can you see what the cup is? It's the old McDonald's Batman mugs.
Oh.
From the 90s.
Wow, you're just going off of McDonald's when they used to just have collector items.
Yeah, people used to go nuts for these kind of cups.
Right. Okay, that's good China. That's good China.
Yeah.
I have Taylor again this week because we have really done a good job, in my opinion, of avoiding her. But tonight the parents were supposed to meet. I guess we won't know if they're meeting still until 8:20, but she's stuck in Brazil. So I felt like I had to drink this for the postponement and all of the chaos that happened with her this weekend.
Yeah.
Taylor, we love you. And let's hope, because I hope. And as much as we love the NFL and we don't want them to talk about this, we're still in it and we want them to talk about it. So I need to know if the parents are meeting tonight. I need to know.
Yeah, I think the dad is definitely still with her in Rio. I saw videos of him with her during the whole cancel and the whole mess in Brazil. So I know that he definitely wouldn't be there. And I also feel like just her mom going without them would be weird. So I feel like the whole Swift family.
I think that it's not going to happen also, 100%. So I guess we just have to wait to see if they play each other in the Super Bowl again, and then maybe they'll meet then.
Yeah, or if there's another one kind of nearby, and I don't know. Yeah, I guess there wouldn't really be another opportunity until the Super Bowl or the playoffs or whatever.
Right.
So
we also did find out that Kylie Kelsey wasn't supposed to be in the suite because she is a regular girly. She wants to be in the stands, and I just feel Kelsey, y'all aspire to be. We aspire to be normal girls that somehow will have the opportunity to marry a celebrity, and she did that, and she is fantastic on her own.
She's so cool.
I love her. She is cool. She's just your normal, cool girl, athletic, whatever. She's out here making the athletic, not really tomboys, but I guess grew up as a tomboy, don't really wanna always look put together, but I make myself kind of look put together. She's like our people. I feel like I relate because she looks much better than me. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, we know this, but you get what I'm saying.
She's a kindred spirit. She's a sports girly. She's very loyal to her team. You know, she said the thing that if he ever like went and paid for somebody other than the Eagles, like she'd still be an Eagles fan. Like she's like a true sports girl, which is why like we can appreciate it. And also she's just hilarious. So
speaking of that documentary, so that documentary made me fall in love with this family. Like I'm obsessed with them, obviously, which I like started to be obsessed with them around the Super Bowl last year. But like the documentary was so well made, and then now we're watching Quarterback, and we're up to like the last episode, and I thought I was gonna feel that way about like all these people on Quarterback. Marcus Mariota.
Oh, okay.
I said I love him since he played for Oregon. Kirk Cousins is also on Quarterback. Him and his wife look like they could be like they're cool. I really like had no idea that Kirk was so like versatile in his talents. However, I just said to Alec, his wife looks like somebody in a horror movie that would be like the perfect like housewife, and then like whip out a knife and just stab you while you're eating her pie.
Jeez.
Like Julie, you're great. You're great. I'm just saying she gives me like those vibes because she's so perfect. She's so perfect. I'm like, what is happening here? Like, how? And then there's Patrick and Brittany. And like, I thought that I was going to like them more from watching this documentary. And I do not like them more. I actually am like, wow, you guys are too much. It's just too much for me.
Most of the public like thinks about them. And that's why like,
I know they
like,
get
maybe the documentary would help.
They have talent. Both of them have talent. So like I get it. You do you. Me calling you annoying is doing nothing for you, but like I don't get it. Like I don't. And that's that. So if anybody's looking for a documentary, it is very good. It's very interesting. I like it, but I'm just like, you guys are too much.
It's been on my Netflix list for a while. I just haven't gotten around to starting it yet.
Yeah, we like it. It's a good series.
We're back.
Okay. So I was saying before my Wi-Fi went haywire, ridiculous things. So last Tuesday, I was so mad that we recorded on Monday because I've been holding on to this ridiculous thing for a whole week. So I went to get an oil change in my car. And why do people have no etiquette in waiting rooms? Why?
What happened?
The car dealership. We go to the car dealership because we get free services still. So, one, they give out bagels. We should not be eating bagels in public.
Why?
In a waiting room, everyone's just chewing and gnawing on their bagel, and it is so annoying listening to 3 people eat a bagel at one time.
That actually is a lot. I didn't think about the fact of other people.
I was so overstimulated in this waiting room. Okay, so now now I get there early. There was like 2 people in the waiting room, 3 at max. Then all of a sudden 8 o'clock rolls around, or 8:30 rolls around, and the whole room is like, it just like burst at the seams. This one guy got up, he went out in the hall, and then he came back, but these 2 other people were in his seat, so he's walking around like a lost dog with his coffee in one hand and his bagel in the other, and he doesn't know where to go. Like, sir, there's other seats, just sit. Then this other lady, she was at like in a seat across the room from me. For some reason, she gets up and decides to sit next to me, and now she's humming to herself. Humming. It's 8:30 in the morning, lady. Why are you humming? And you're in a room. No one wants to listen to you hum. Then this man walks in, and he makes eye contact with me, and now he's singing to himself. Why are you singing? So now a girl walks in after him, right? And this is where it gets fun. So fun. Anyway, so now he's sitting down, singing to himself. This girl walks in, and she's got a mask on. And he goes, still wearing the mask, huh?
Oh, one of those.
I tell you, I had to literally clench my jaw so that it didn't do that.
I would have thought you were in Staten Island with that kind of comment.
She goes, oh no, I'm going on a trip, so I'm trying really hard not to get sick because I really want to go on my trip. Sir, well, one, this woman could have had like an illness. Like, I know that we are in our brain like, why are you wearing a mask? We're all thinking it, but you don't say it out loud. You don't know what that person has going on. Like, what if somebody in their family has something like terminal? Like, you don't know. Don't say that. And again, this man might have been like socially awkward because then he goes in and says, "Are you a student?" She goes, "No." Then he's like, "Oh, where are you going on vacation?" And she proceeds to tell him that she's going to Turks and Caicos on a cruise. So now they're talking about cruises. In walks this other woman, and she joins their conversation about cruises. I'm like, yeah, it's real.
This is a waiting room thing. People literally have nothing better to do than to waste time talking about the dumbest shit together. Like, they always need to start conversations with people you have no interest. That is why I never go into a waiting room without AirPods, because I refuse to take part.
I don't know why I didn't think to put mine in. So then anyway, I'm sitting there, I'm on my computer. I was like doing work because then I was going to be late to work. So I like, at this point, I stayed there way too long. I pack up my computer because I realize it's almost 9:00. And I go into the other like room and I'm like, is my car almost done? And the guy's like, actually, I'm writing up now. I'm like, saved by Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Because I'm telling you, I had to control, you know that I can't control my face.
No.
You know I can't control my face.
You
And I
can't.
had to sit there. And I mean, I hope I was controlling my face because if I wasn't, they were probably like, wow, this
They
girl's
would
a
have said
bitch.
something. Yeah.
Like, and then I have these other three next to me, and it was like two people and a guy that worked there. I don't know if they were related, if they were neighbors or what, but they were going into like their family history and drama of who was going to whose house on Thanksgiving that I was interested in, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
But I didn't care about the cruise. And when he said, "You're still wearing a mask, huh?" I was like, you could have made a meme out of my face if I had a real facial expression.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that is my ridiculous thing.
Oh, yeah. That is definitely ridiculous. And that is a very universal experience. Being on a line, being in a long line where it's not moving, being in a waiting room, like people, and especially in our like area, bringing up that like always debate that's like not even a debate anymore. It's just like,
Do
why do you
what you
gotta
want to do.
like you said, everyone makes the comments in their heads. It's like the people that drive in a car alone and they wear masks. I'm like, what the
Okay,
hell
that
is
is
this guy
ridiculous.
doing?
Exactly. Like, we don't need to be doing that anymore. We never needed to do that to begin with, but we really don't need to be doing that anymore. If that's a totally different scenario.
But again,
like,
am I gonna roll down the window and go, "Why are you wearing that?" Like, no, I'm just gonna move on with my day. So yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one, Jess. My ridiculous thing is more just a reflection of how I once again did myself dirty this week. Um, we talk about our college heydays all the time, and I once again thought I was being whatever. We went to celebrate a friend's birthday on Thursday night, and first I had a glass of red wine because I had a bottle of red wine open on my counter from filming the podcast last week. So I had a glass of red wine. Then I was like, you know what? I'm going to make myself an espresso martini because I still had espresso left. So then I had an espresso martini while waiting for my friends to get ready. Then once my friends are ready, we went to the city and we got 2 espresso martinis at the bar. So now I'm 3 espresso martinis and a red wine deep. And then at that point, I think, let's switch to spicy margaritas.
not do
And
that.
when you're out with a big group, everybody gets the next round, everybody gets the next round. So it's like it's a different environment than like if you were just ordering yourself drinks one by one. Like you eventually feel and say, okay, no, this is my last one. I'm done. But when everybody's taking turns getting rounds, it's like you're just automatically
you
with a
need
new
to
drink
cash
in
in on the drink that you bought that person.
Right. You got to stay even. Like, you know what it is. So it was a very fun night, but I woke up Friday where I still had to work and I
told you that was a bad idea. I told you it was a bad idea.
Yeah, it was a very rough day. I had multiple meetings with people that I could not focus on. I just like needed to just ruminate in my apartment and die by myself. Then I had to drive here to be here all of Thanksgiving week. So I couldn't really focus on doing that. It was just a really fun time that was just ultimately a bad decision because I just still at 31 years old, don't know when to stop. And I did not drink enough water that night either, which I usually am good at drinking water when we go out. I will say that. But that night, I don't know why, I just kept going. And
Because you
let's just
feel
say,
invincible. When things start going that way, you're like, I can do it. I'm young still.
yeah.
And then you're quickly reminded that you're not young.
And then let's just say that, not to get into too much detail, because I don't like to gross people out, but those spicy margaritas, they taste good. You know, when you're drinking them, they taste real good. Coming back up,
Not so good.
It's not good at all. It's actually the opposite of good because it's very spicy both ways. Let's just say that. So next time you want to get
Yikes.
drunk off spicy margaritas, maybe keep that in mind.
Rethink it.
Also, Jess, this bar, cute place, cute vibe, did not have tahini. To all my girls out there, you know.
Did you riot?
You know, this is my thing. I turned to every single person.
Wow, I wish I was a fly on the wall.
I turned to every person I was with. They don't have tahini. They don't have tahini. Like, to everyone. And our group, like, knows. Like, everybody knows in our friends group that, like, I need it. Like, this, I should have brought my own little bottle.
The friends group. Melissa's whole entire bridal party.
That's what I mean. Like,
no, literally, is gonna be listening to this and be like, "Oh my God, she didn't have tahini."
It's the trendiest place. You would think they have spicy margarita on their specialty cocktail list. I go,
just for reference for our listeners, Toni-ann put tahini in her high noon, pineapple high noon.
Mango. Mango.
Oh, mango. Sorry,
and I highly recommend it. I actually highly recommend a high tahini in anything. Literally anything. It's good in the watermelon one as well. And if you like pineapple, it's good in the pineapple one too. I've heard. I don't like pineapple. But yes, I was floored. I asked the bartender 3 times, is he sure? And he was like, yeah, no, we just have salt. And I'm like, well, I don't want that. Like, I guess they thought they made up for it by, like, putting, like, an actual slice of a jalapeno, like, in the drink.
They didn't have sugar?
No, but either way, that's not what I want either. Like, I want tahini.
You didn't get the joke. When we ordered the margaritas and he asked me if I wanted salt, and I don't like salt on the recipe.
Oh,
he was like, you want sugar? And I was like, ooh, sugar.
Yeah, oh, right. You embarrassing.
Still mortified by that moment of
yeah. But no, so that was my ridiculous thing, was not only did I kill myself on a Thursday night, then had to work on a Friday, but I once again went to a bar and was floored by the idea that they do not have a very specific brand of chili lime salt in their repertoire. And again, I need to just start carrying it in my purse. I think that's really what needs to happen.
No.
Some people go around, you know, there's some girlies out there, or guys, I don't know, that, like, they have those, like, little tiny, like, Tabasco bottles that, like, a lot of people, like, say, like, oh, I need my hot sauce, like, it is always in my purse. Like, that's,
I'm shocked you don't have that with sour cream, but I guess because sour cream needs to be refrigerated, that wouldn't really work.
That would probably go bad. Also, like, wherever I go that usually has that, like, needs sour cream, like, except for that one place that we discussed in the last episode. Yeah, usually they do have sour cream. That's not usually something I need, but I'm starting to, maybe it's like because it's not the summer anymore. Like, maybe like they only keep those things like stocked in the summer. But either way, note to everyone, make sure if you really like your tahini, you keep it stocked for yourself, because you can't rely on the trendy bars to have it, apparently. Yeah. That was my ridiculous thing.
I like it. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to talk about Thanksgiving food next.
Yes, on theme.
Before, I just don't want us to get too off topic and forget to talk about Thanksgiving food.
So, FMK, turkey, stuffing, sweet potato casserole.
Kill all of them.
What? You're so boring. I
hate Thanksgiving food.
How can you hate Thanksgiving?
Also, why are we giving options? Because I'm marrying the potatoes, the mashed potatoes, the twice baked potatoes. Maybe this year I'll get into the sweet potatoes. I never was a sweet potato girly, but they're growing on me this past year.
Okay.
So we'll see if we try some sweet potatoes next week. So we're marrying the potatoes. I guess we're effing the string beans.
I didn't say string beans. I said stuffing and turkey.
I hate stuffing and I hate turkey. Stuffing creeps me out. And turkey, I only eat 3 bites of turkey to say I ate turkey on Thanksgiving.
I know. Well, yeah, I was going to say everybody wants to kill the turkey. That we all have in common because Thanksgiving's really all about the sides. Let's get real. But why
I don't
do you
like
hate,
any of it.
why don't you like stuffing?
The texture of it and the look of it freaks me out. I told you this when we lived together, and you would just like make stuffing for fun, and I was like, I don't understand that.
I love stovetop. I could literally eat it straight out of the box. Well, right out
I
of the
know.
box,
I literally have watched you eat
but
it
no,
straight
but
out.
my mother for Thanksgiving makes a rice stuffing, which I probably made you try before.
No, I've never eaten stuffing in my life because I'm
But it's
petrified
rice.
of
It's
it.
like a rice, like it's not like stuffing. It's like rice chopped meat.
Stuffing freaks me out. The name doesn't even sound appealing.
It's because you stuff it in the turkey.
Yeah, which is disgusting. The whole concept is gross. You're shoving stuffing in the turkey's ass and then you're eating it.
I love
That's weird.
the description. Stuff it in the turkey. What do you look forward to the most on Thanksgiving for food?
Potatoes, and that's
Just
it. And
potatoes.
football. Potatoes and football. That's all I care about.
Okay. Well, I will
And
say
the apple pie at the end of the night.
Oh, apple. That's a good choice. Yes.
Apple pie. I hate pumpkin. That's not taste. That don't do it for me either.
I really hope your child is not. You're not gonna make her be a picky eater as much as.
No, she already eats 12 times more than I eat. Anyway, the apple pie at the end of the night. Also, fun fact: me and my brother used to have whipped cream eating contest on Thanksgiving, and my cousin would shove our faces into the plates, like, because we just would want to get to the dessert, and then we would literally try to empty the can of Ready Whip for the pie, just on our plates before we would eat, like, because we didn't eat pie at that point. We were, youngins. We didn't appreciate the pie, so instead we have whipped cream eating contest.
That's funny.
So,
that's a good tradition.
Yeah, we stopped that, like, because then we looked like a bunch of weirdos being grown adults, like, with our hands behind our back, eating a plate of whipped cream.
Well, I mean, like, I don't ever, like you said before, nobody, like, really loves the turkey. Nobody goes to, like, Thanksgiving, they're like, I can't wait to eat turkey. Like, it's definitely there as a tradition.
No, my mom, I feel like my mom is that person. She loves turkey.
I feel like everybody does what you said, where they take, like, 3 pieces just to say they had it and, like, cover it with everything else. Oh
no, I take one piece. But this year I was put in charge of vegetables, which is kind of ironic because I don't really eat vegetables. So I'm attempting to make a broccoli casserole, and I'm also gonna make like string beans with the almonds, which are the only 2 vegetables I eat. So that's why I chose those vegetables.
You know, like crispy Brussels?
I don't like Brussels.
Oh, I thought that, like, you've started to get into them, like, at, like, brunches and stuff.
No, I might have tried one with you, maybe you forced me to try it
and stuff. That's why.
Maybe, and I don't think I liked it. And Ariana made me try lettuce with her, and I hated it. That was years ago. Just lettuce with some ginger dressing at Hibachi, and I hated it.
Those hibachi sandwiches are awesome. I mean, salads are awesome.
Yeah, that's why she thought I would like it, and I hated every second of it.
Can't culture you.
I mean, I've tried lettuce in other places, and I hate it every single time.
I mean, nobody likes lettuce. Like, that's why they cover it with so many
because it feels like you're eating your teeth, and I will die on that hill.
I wouldn't say teeth. I would say, like, it's like you're eating water. Like, there's just nothing to it.
No, because you just feel your teeth when you chew, because you just, like, chew right through it.
That's a weird way to describe it. I would not describe that way at all.
That's how I feel.
Okay, anyway, back to Thanksgiving, because we're getting a little off track here. I love my mom's rice stuffing. We also do stuffed artichokes in our house on Thanksgiving, which is like the pièce de résistance, as they say in France. And that is French.
Wait, that's so funny that you just said that.
Why?
Because at Aaron's wedding, me and Lainey ordered espresso martinis, and we were the last people to, like, get our drinks at the table. And the lady said that we were that, and she was like, I don't even know what that means, but I know that it's like good. So look it up. And she was like a hilarious server.
Like the main event.
Yeah, well, anyway, that's why it was funny, because I never heard anybody say it except for that woman, and then you just like whip that out.
Yeah, well, I'm very, a big vocabulary.
Cultured, I know.
But yeah, so we love that. I helped my mother on the grand hunt for the artichokes today, because that's a huge epidemic in
the Manalapan
Staten
residence
Island.
page was going bonkers, which is basically Staten Island reincarnated as Manalapan. But they were like, where can I get artichokes for less than $4 each? And people were like,
it's literally
saying where, but they were all out.
The videos like that, or the old like Black Friday videos of people like trampling each other and like Jingle All the Way, like trying to get like the toy, like that is trying to find artichokes in Staten Island on the week of Thanksgiving. Like people literally, you go to ShopRite and there's a whole crowd of women standing around one box of artichokes. Meanwhile, my family, they were $5 each, which is a lot.
I know.
And I was like,
that is a lot.
Yeah. So we were like, we're gonna go to La Bella and we're gonna look for them there, because they're supposed to be 2 for $3 at La Bella, or 2 for $4 or something like that. We go to La Bella. There's a big sign outside, no artichoke. Okay. Then I
heard Trader Joe's has 4-packs for like $3.99.
Then we call Trader Joe's. Do you have artichokes? Oh, we usually have the 4-pack, but we've been out all week and I don't think we're getting another shipment. Then we go to Scotty's, the old Top Tomato, and they finally had artichokes that were still expensive. They were $4 each, but at least there were plenty of them. And every person that was picking out artichokes at Scotty's was saying to each other, did you see ShopRite? $5? Did you see La Bella? They didn't have any. It's like the same conversations over and over again. And I'm like, and I turned to one woman and I'm just like, this is such a Staten Island problem. It's like out of control, because like no other American family besides the Italians in our area are so worried about an artichoke for Thanksgiving. Like everybody else is making green bean casserole and we're like, where are the artichokes? Like, why is this such a big deal?
Well, somebody said that Wegmans had them for $2.99, but then they were all out.
She called a friend across the street. Oh, my mother got them at Wegmans, 2 for $3. She was pissed, but we're not going to go over the bridge.
They were also out, so.
Yeah, but also, like, then you're paying a toll to get them. It's like you're paying the same. It is, it's
exactly. In your scenario, yes.
The guy at Top Tomato restocking them was going, these are like half the price in Brooklyn. I'm like, we're not going to go to Brooklyn to get artichokes. This is ridiculous. So that should have been my ridiculous thing this week. Was
we can have more than one ridiculous thing. We can have more than one.
A scavenger hunt to find this one vegetable. What are we doing?
Well, the funny thing is that like Alec loves green bean casserole, and I never even saw a green bean casserole until the first year that we spent like Thanksgiving together. But I can't even eat green bean casserole because it has cream of mushroom soup in it. And I'm allergic to mushrooms. So, well, allergic. We think I'm allergic because I won't go get allergy tested, but I don't like them.
You have an intolerance to it at the very least.
I definitely do. Obviously, as we know, I went to the mushroom capital of America. My nose was itchy for 3 days. So, anyway, but like they look good. They have fizzled onions on them. Like, I want to make a green bean casserole just without the cream of mushroom soup.
Yeah, why don't you replace it with like cream
of what?
Like, why don't you use like cream of chicken or something instead?
Yeah, I
guess. You think it'll make that big of a difference?
I don't know. I'm just gonna make the like green beans with the almonds. And
or maybe like use like onion soup mix or something like that.
I also, yes, I did see that for the broccoli. You could put the onion soup mix in it. Right. But then I was thinking, like, can I put fizzled onions into the string beans with the almonds? Like, that could be good too. Not? Fizzled onions are good on anything. Who am I kidding?
Yeah. Love onions. Put them on anything.
Me too. I can eat onions. I literally can eat onions all the time now.
From someone who's also, I love that. Me too. But I'm glad you're getting into that because onions are great, especially caramelized. Mm.
Yeah. Oh, best form.
Or frizzled, like you said. Yeah. Like the crispy ones. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that was the Thanksgiving hunt this year, and we did get them. So we will all have an artichoke at Thanksgiving, and then Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do really pies at dessert, but I made my pumpkin bread, so there'll be some of that to eat.
The
And
pumpkin bread that you make for a small army every single year.
listen, I should really sell it because they're in demand. Like I make a batch and I tell people making a batch and they're like, I claim a loaf, I claim a loaf. Like I should be selling this. But I'm too good of a person, I guess. I don't know. What can I say? So,
Everyday Betty Crocker over there. In other
Thanksgiving.
Did you see that Rob Pattinson is having a baby?
What a turn, but I did with Sookie Waterhouse.
Yeah. Which I was, what the funny thing about it
CGI
is?
baby or real baby?
Well, not only that, at work last week, literally at work, I don't know why, something about Twilight came up, and the girl was like, that sits next to me, was like, whatever happened to that guy? And I was like, I don't know, I really don't think he enjoyed being famous. And then I'm like sitting there, and I realized, wait, he was just in the Batman movie. She was like, oh yeah, I saw that. But the man hated being famous.
Yeah.
So I just think it's funny that we had this conversation, and then yesterday he's having a baby. I'm like, oh wow, all right, he's back. And to tie that in with our low budget podcasting, I think we might be graduating to new moon territory come the Christmas season. I did mention to my brother that I would like some headphones so I could use the nice mic that I have. So I think that we will be migrating into from a blue hue of Twilight to an orange hue of New Moon.
We'll see about that. I mean, I'm very blue.
We'll be in our Taylor Bella middle ground of jumping off of very tall somethings.
Yeah.
To see you come running.
Oh my God, look, right next to me actually is a very nice looking headset. I think this is what my dad uses when he jams out with his electric guitar, but my mom doesn't want to hear him. So he puts his headphones on and plugs it into the amp. This is the classic, like when you have empty nesters now, like they turn like your childhood bedroom into like functional things. So this room that was my brother's is the jam sesh headquarters, and my room has just become basically my mother's extra storage closet, which is lovely. So
at least you don't have to get things from the attic then.
No, I still have to get things from the attic. That has not changed, but well, like everything like wedding related and stuff like that has all been like in my room essentially. So yeah, and that's coming next week. So that should all be cleared out, luckily.
So exciting.
Yes.
And lastly, I had one other bit of news to tell you. Actually, there's two things that I have. I have one pet peeve and one thing that blew my mind this week. I had a lot of things happen, honestly, within the last 24 hours that I needed to jot down. So my brain needs to get this out. Okay, my first thing that offends me is
out of many.
It's why do people call AIM AIM?
I've never heard anyone call it AIM.
Okay, I've heard this multiple times now. I heard it on a podcast that I listened to.
It's
and
AIM.
Then wait. And then I saw a reel yesterday and the girl was like, why can't we bring back AIM away messages? And I was like, why are we who is calling it that? Why are we calling that? It's AIM. So maybe it's a like a regional thing, like dependent on where you come from, what you call it. But I don't like people calling it AIM. I don't like it.
No, it was AOL or AIM. Like you spell out AIM.
Right. People are calling it AIM because it's AOL Instant Messenger.
I don't care. It's
AIM. Like, no, it's AIM.
If an acronym spells a word, you pronounce it as the word. Like, that's just a general rule.
Right. That's how I feel. Okay, I just need, again, I feel like this is a regional thing of where you grew up in the United States, or maybe even your age of
we'll
when
have
you
to make
used
this a poll.
AIM. Yeah, we will.
We haven't done a poll in a while.
Yeah, we will. We have to get better at posting, but things have been a little hectic.
Oh, we do. I was just thinking that actually. We haven't posted like since we dropped the episode. I need to get back to making some clips. I need to
We
pick it up.
apologize, people. It's just been a busy few weeks for us.
Yeah. And it'll be another busy week or so for me. So until post Joe Bros, we will
Oh, can't wait.
yeah, we'll talk about that in the next episode, but that'll be fun.
Or 2 episodes.
Well, we'll do the recap once we go to it, but
oh yeah,
about being excited.
Okay, my last but not least point, and I'll leave you on this mind-boggling explosion. But another reel that I saw. I'm going to ask you a question. You answer honestly. Okay. What do you think bears do when they hibernate?
Well, I've been taught, and as far as I was aware, they go into a cave and they like put a stone in front of the cave and they just stay there for like 3 months, and then they hear like birds chirping and they know it's like free to like go back out, and they like resume their lives.
Okay, so you're not as bad as me, but I thought that they were sleeping for 3 months straight.
Like a coma?
Yeah.
No, it's like cozy season for them. Like they just go hole up somewhere.
No, I thought that they were literally just straight up sleeping in a den for 3 months, and if you woke them up, you were sorry.
Well, I think that was like why, maybe it was true to an extent, because that's probably where like the like phrase comes from, like don't poke a sleeping bear kind of thing.
Right. Okay, so anyway, I saw a reel and this girl was like, I feel like I was lied to my entire childhood. And I was sitting on the couch with Alec and my brother, and they were like, so what do they do? And apparently they don't they don't eat or drink really. They're in a different metabolic state. So they don't like have to go to the bathroom. They don't have to really it's all to a minimum. So they just stay in that den, but they are walking around and doing things. And when I tell you, my brain went boop, it did.
I mean, I don't think you're absolutely crazy for thinking that, but like realistically, I don't think they could just be like every bear in the world just going comatose.
Realistically, no, I understand what you're saying. It was naive of me to think that, but I feel like they taught it in a way that you thought the bear went in a cave, the bear didn't wake up, the bear came out.
No, I thought of it more like they shut themselves in, like they got snowed in for a couple of months, like they've been cozying up. They're in their living room. They're just chilling out together inside. They're just not out in the elements. Like that was the difference. Like they hold themselves up, but that didn't mean they were sleeping.
As I'm thinking about this, do you think that's why like the den is the darkest place of people's homes?
Yes, that's exactly why.
Okay.
The more you know. Oh, we're not doing copyright infringement, but I don't know if that actually is copyrighted, but yeah, like that is exactly
I feel like that's a general phrase.
That's exactly why they call it a den.
Well, now I have a den. I never had a den. Now I do. So well, it's like that lower living room is like a den.
It's more frequently called like a family room now, but like yeah, the den is like the darker place where like you usually just lounge on the couch. You don't do much in it. It's like the place where you cozy up. There you go.
Wow. Learn something new every day.
All you people that are really into your nature, like watching all the nature shows and stuff, are probably shaking your head so hard at us right now, but I think I explained that pretty well. I think I was pretty close. You
were closer than me, and I'm a little upset, but you could report back to your dad that is why I thought bears hibernating is a lie.
No, I think I don't know what I related it to that made me remember it. Like, wasn't from a movie. I don't know, but it definitely like struck me that like I just never thought they would just be laying there. Like, I don't know. Like from Anchorman when Mingling the panda was like, I mean, it was different because she was giving birth, but like they always like showed her like just chilling in the little cave until like somebody went in there, and then she was like, what are you doing in my cave? And like that's kind of what I always thought bears did.
Oh man.
But yeah, that was a good one, Jess. That was a good topic.
I was just out here like adding everything I could think of this week. I was like, gotta talk about this. Gotta talk about that.
But I'm gonna focus up. I'm gonna think more about topics on my end. You've been pulling the weight there a little bit. I'm definitely going to try to be a little more active on the clips. and social media.
Well, I
but
feel like we'll have good content. We're gonna have good vacation content. Anything that
yeah.
annoys you on vacation, you have to bring back as a talking point.
Oh man, my notes are gonna be going wild on this trip. I just have a feeling.
They are, and I'm here for it.
Hopefully it's mostly about strangers and not my own family. We'll see what happens. 7 days with your family in a resort could definitely build up to things that I probably would like to vent about the podcast, but they listen to it, so I'll probably have to keep a lot of it to myself.
There are fans.
Yeah, like I have to remember, like this is like a therapy, like this is like something that people listen to. So.
Hey, this is cheaper than therapy, so this is my therapy.
That's true, and I hope that all of our friends watching feel that this is therapeutic for them as well.
Yeah, for real. Gives you a good laugh for 30 minutes of your day.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's all you need. Say, look at these two idiots.
That we are.
We embrace it.
But all right. Well, that's good. We'll be able to fit in another episode next week before I go away. So,
because
that's good.
We're dumb and we didn't realize that Toni-ann leaves on Tuesday.
Yes, so we'll be able to record on Monday. So you'll have a nice post-Thanksgiving episode that we'll be talking about, and then I'll, report after that when we get back about a lot of things, and we'll see.
All right. Well, in the meantime, friends, like, share, subscribe. Whatever you got to do to get the word out there that you like us, do it.
Yeah, please do. And thank you for being our friends. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, friends. Wow, you listened to the whole thing. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platform and share it with your friends. Ratings, reviews, and comments help as well. See you next week. Thanks for being our friend.